Most of what you hear from missions workers and people who've gone on trips coming back doesn't really do it justice. I think everything here is a lot bigger than what you think it's going to be.
The slums, like I've seen a lot of poor places and a lot of messy stuff in my line of work, but their slums here are really, really bad, and their higher end hotels are like our worst apartments, the worst crack shacks back home.
It doesn't seem to matter how long you're here. There are certain things that you see that affect you, and you feel your heart is affected, and it just happens over and over again here. There just doesn't seem to be any end to it. There's just so much here that is so hard to see, hard to even fathom. Definitely would be hard to imagine unless you're here.
For me, that's really been the biggest part of processing this whole thing. Is it's just hasn't been described well to me in the past, and now processing it all, I don't know if I could describe it to anybody else.
You see a lot of hurt and loneliness, but yet you see the community that exists here. On one hand, you see the poverty and the people struggling day to day, but on the other hand, you just see the joy and the life that they have. And it's really kind of an eye-opener, and really kind of makes you think about how we live our lives at home and what we get joy from. And it's really the simple things in life that we should be not taking for granted and really just focusing on. Probably though, the biggest story so far has been when we got to take the kids shopping for clothes. And in particular, there was this one kid, Ben, who we connected with last trip, and I was able to take him out and buy him new shorts and new shirt and shoes and give him some ice cream. And that was a special time.
Taking these kids that have never basically left the property here, driving down to Kakamega, and then just looking out the window of the van, pointing at things excitedly, and then coming into a very big store which they may have gone into once or none.
It was cool to see them all, I think excited, but it was hard to tell because they were so shocked about the whole experience that you couldn't tell what they were thinking, but you could tell that they were quite overwhelmed with everything that was going on.
I asked the driver, I said, are they happy with what they got? And he goes, oh yes, because he had talked to them in their language, and they're very happy in their heart. They just don't express it in a vocal way like we would. So it's heartwarming to see them so happy. But it's been humbling to see how you can do with so much less.
Yeah, it made me think twice about even how I just go and just buy new clothes all the time, and yet these kids, this is the first time they're getting new clothes.
So it's like we have so much and these people have nothing.
The building project here has been going great. It's been good learning or working with the local crew, different crew than what we had last time, and just a lot of good relationships that we've built.
Something that impacted me the most on this trip was when we took a day out of the work project to go drive around to some of the other sites that Hunger for Life has sent teams to.
We took this road that at home it would be even moderate to advanced quadding. And here we are in these vans loaded with people, and our driver, who's a local, who hadn't been down this road before, said that we were now at the end of the road, we mustn't go no further. We went further, and as we approached this little compound with buildings, the children in the school building saw us arrive, and from inside the building you heard them chanting, welcome to Seje, welcome to Seje, and just their joy as we arrived. They came marching out saying that, chanting that, and observing what used to be in that compound of mud huts and buildings. Now they have proper brick and cement buildings, and now they have a water source there. It just overwhelmed me how basic necessities have really made the difference for them, and that while we see they have so little, they seem to have so much more than we have.
They're thankful for the little things that they got, and they are super, super happy to have it.
One of the things I was able to do was greet the people as they came into church, and it's one of the things I do at Crossroads, was my home church at home, and to be able to do that here was so gratifying. I can't put it into words, to shake the people's hands and to see their smile as they walked into church.
These are what they call barrel gardens. They're actually they're sacks that you fill with nutrient soil, and then they are planted like you can see here. To me, this means sustainability.